Hello everybody, now it's, how much minutes is it to say out? Oh, that's probably time. Okay, yeah, we're gonna set up a punctured seat now. He's got it a little bit set up, but yeah, so the main issue I have with this one is like the legs. They're like foam and they slide on kind of weird. But yeah, so first you attach, you know, the screws, the poles, and then put the screws in.
We have to give credit to Haunted Halloween for the screws.
Yeah.
Even though I probably didn't do it right, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you only really needed to put one in because it doesn't need it doesn't need that many, but.
Oh, okay. I was just thinking.
The control box. I think it goes back. Yeah.
I'm guessing this is for when he rocks back and forth. So.
Yeah. So, the shoes.
Those shoes are almost like Michael 2018 shoes.
They attach like this. They tend to come off a few times while you set them up though, because it's only Velcro. And then these legs slip through the pants.
Oh, this is the part that's not the fun part. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's not like really bad, but it's, I don't know. Yeah, I can't find the opening here. There we go. Yeah, and make sure the pants, make sure this is on the bottom part again. This whole part is on the bottom. Because if it's on the top, it's upside down. Yeah, see, so those foam legs just kind of slip into the shoe like that. And you gotta do the other side. And there's that double layer fabric in this, so it's hard to know if you have both, it coming through both slots. Last year's model was a little faulty of Punctured Pete, but I think it was mostly wires coming off because people didn't pay attention to make sure the wires weren't tangled while it was doing this, so it would pull the wires and eventually it would come off the motor. Ours at the store, the reason ours broke is because last year was because I forgot to put the screw in that holds the part that goes in here, so he fell forward, ripped his wires out, and then I twist tied both wires around the motor as kind of a shortcut for now, and because I didn't have my soldering iron with me at the time. But then they touched together and it shorted out, so then I wired it to the adapter port, which made him too powerful. Like, he moved like crazy and it just ended up stripping a gear. So
And on that motor, I noticed something weird is on there, like this weird paste thing.
Yeah, and this animatronic is only constant motion. It doesn't have, it has a step pad slot, and they took last year's model actually does have the slot in. This year it's just an empty hole. Last year it did, and it has the step pad switch, but it's not actually programmed. So I don't know why they just didn't do it. They already have the slot in the switch.
That's why I got him, is because he's constant motion, so no one has to activate him. He just constantly goes.
Yeah. This is... That does not seem like that's mounted right. So I'm pretty sure this points outwards.
I really need some water, so I'm going to pause the video.
I got it. Okay, so I was wrong. The pants does go up because this, swivels back and forth. So it does got to be up and not down. Because in the end, the pants are like this. And so, yeah. And then this goes in here. He's trying to find the other screw. Some of the screws got misplaced. And also, this pole goes in, and then this pole goes into this pole as well. Yeah. But we're going to try to do what we can, because it is missing the locks that holds this pole in, which kind of... yeah, I don't know. We'll see when we get there, but...
Wait a minute.
What?
I swear I had a baggie with some stuff. I swear I had a baggie. Did I throw it in? I swear to God I had a baggie. Maybe I better go look for it again. Maybe it fell when I was coming down.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm gonna go look for it again. I'll be right back. Because I remember those little things right there, those were in a sack. I saw them.
Yeah,
I saw them when I unboxed them. They're there.
So yeah, this elastic band stretches over the foam legs where it has the cut to the other side. You slip it through, and this slips into here. And then you put this is where you don't want to forget to put the screw in, because I think this is where it came out on our display last year and broke. The one at our display is still going good. The motor's not dead yet. I wasn't sure if the motor was going to make it, but we opened last Friday. It is currently Tuesday, the 24th, that this video is being made. So it's still going. So his motor does last quite a bit. It's weird. Some of them last year moved decently fast, like the one I bought. But the display at our store, before I wired the motor directly to the adapter port, it wasn't very fast. And Tyler's, the one he got, wasn't very fast. Unless this is one that gets faster over time. Okay, so that's in. Now the head and shoulder parts, which goes on this pole, and you just put another screw in it. Again, you don't need to put one on both the front and the back side. One holds it on plenty. Or maybe not. Okay, that only came down because it wasn't slipped, because that wasn't slipped on all the way. So yeah, now it's not coming off. But it was on tight enough. It probably wouldn't fall off the way it was, but yeah. So then the wire goes through this hole in here, and the head goes on. There's like the smaller silver screw that goes in the head, which is also last, but it doesn't really fall off though. And you can just slip his jacket on, which velcros to the back, to the neck. So another part is this part hooks into here. Goes in this way, and then there's a piece that clips it on. And then this part goes on, clips into here. Which, it might hold in without it, but we'll have to see. And this part, which velcros here, make sure it's over that. And then this part velcros on the back of here, and then this velcros on top of that. And then this Velcros onto that. And the same thing with this side. This one Velcros on, just that. So I can't remember if the material on the head on last year's is like this. Now you attach this and make sure it's this way. And this you want to make sure you screw on, otherwise that may slide off after a while. Yeah, because this one doesn't go on as tightly, so this would slip off if you don't put the screw in. Also, his mech is kind of like a death row mechanism. Now you slide these foam arms through the sleeves, and then it has another one of those straps that I'll show you when I get there. So these arms go through the sleeves like this. I guess you kind of wait to Velcro it at, oh no, you can still get around it. So, and then these clips right here go through the hole like that, and then the arm stays on. And you do the same exact thing with the other side. Oh yeah, and there are Velcro strips in the sleeves that keep his sleeves attached to the hands so they don't slip back. So basically it goes like this. Something with this one.
Oh, what I did do, Jordan, is I made a video today of Punctured Pete, and I did the sack in the video, so maybe I can watch it and maybe I can see where I put it.
Oh yeah, that might work.
Good thing I did it. I was recording it for my YouTube, but I don't really want to post it because I sound ridiculous in this video, so I'm kind of like, okay, today we're going to build this Punctured Pete. What fun this is going to be. Okay. I'm gonna, so, let's see. Crap. Okay, this is...
The Velcro strips are a little confusing sometimes, but
okay. I'm gonna set that on the phone for a minute.
Yeah. Okay, so now it's time to connect the wire harnesses. Now this is where you want to pay attention. Make sure the wire's not like wrapped around this. It's hard to see because it's getting dark out. But make sure it's not wrapped around this pole or this, because that's most likely how some of them were broken last year. People who usually set them up probably wrap them around where it moves back and forth. Just see, it won't pull off if it's like this, because this is plenty of extension. Okay, so it's just two little harnesses. One for the motor, one for the eyes. Then, I think this is one step you kind of do during the beginning of the setup, but I do it at the end. these pant straps go over these foam legs, like this. Now you can Velcro his little jacket up. There's two of them, I believe. Not just this one. Sometimes this fabric pops out of this. At least that's what happened a lot with our display last year. And I hate it. Bothers my OCD when this is outside of the jacket. It needs to be inside of the jacket. This should have added one more Velcro. But yeah, he's about ready. This part. So the back of the jacket just covers those foam legs like this. Now we can get the adapter hooked up and try them out. Okay, so since this one was missing the clips that keep this on, they would have slid out. We just put a little tiny zip tie in it, and it'll hold. Same with the one in here. Shine it closer in there. There you go. Yeah, see, now it won't slide out. Because if that slid out and this went forward, it would probably rip the wires out of the motor. Right, so let's see. He might not be on. He does have volume control. And he's decently loud too, turned up. I wish he did have a step pad function. Well, maybe, nope, it's not. Yeah, it's on now, but it's not plugged in all the way to the... There we go. Yeah. Oh, that one's pants. There we go. Yeah. I feel like this one doesn't move as far as the one on our display, but it's still good. Some of them, they kind of... Punctured Pete is one of those animatronics that kind of varies. You could get one that moves like a lot, or one that doesn't move very much. They kind of vary. It depends on how the spring is in the head. If the head's more springy, obviously the head will spring a little better on some than others. So yeah, he just makes those sounds over and over again. We have the volume pretty much off on the one at our store because that would get annoying all day. I don't know why I didn't do that with Tortured Torso. That was Crazy Create's first constant motion prop, Tortured Torso. That was 2019. That theme's audio was so annoying, and I never turned it down. I feel like if this did have step pad, it would only play for like 5 or 8 seconds because it doesn't have that much of an audio track because it repeats itself pretty quickly. Yeah, that's Punctured Pete. So I did a video of the one that of the display last year that I fixed, but then I have a video where I reviewed it and showed what I did, and then I have a video of it back at the store, but then the gear stripped. But here's an official video of how it's officially supposed to move, and yeah. So hope you liked this video. Thanks for watching, and bye.